Hello bookworms! Today I'm here to do my February TBR video. I'm gonna be totally honest, I am pre-filming a whole bunch of videos today because I have a lot of things going on, and I wore this shirt in my last video, but I really love it, so I'm keeping on the same clothes for this video too because I just want to wear this shirt all the time. It's really giving me serious like spring and summer vibes, which I'm so ready for now that Christmas is over. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the books that I want to read in February. The first book on my list is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. I cannot wait to read this one. I spent all of 2016 getting caught up on everything Shadowhunter related just so that I could get to this holy grail of Shadowhunter books. From what I understand, this seems to be like everyone's favorite. They think that it is a lot better than both of the other series, and I just cannot wait to read this. And then I'm sure that once I finish, I will also want to read Lord of Shadows immediately, but I'll have to wait until May. But yeah, people did say, like in my anticipated fantasy video, a lot of people were like, Lord of Shadows, and I was like, I'm sure that I will be looking forward to that, but I'm not right now because I haven't read this one yet. So I am rectifying that. I cannot wait to dive into this one. It is very long. It's a very beautiful book, and I'm just really excited to be back in this world. And I heard that she doesn't really explain everything again. She just kind of jumps into the story, which I think is really exciting, that we're not going to have to set up the whole world again in the first book. So can't wait. Next on my list is a book that has been all over BookTube lately, and it has really made me want to read it like very badly, and that is A List of Cages by Robin Rowe. So as many videos as I have watched about this, what I have gathered from everyone else's synopses is that it is a very sad, very moving book, and it focuses a lot on friendship, which I love reading about. And it is about a boy named Adam. He's like an aide to the school psychologist, and the psychologist asks him to help keep track of this one boy who has been evading him. So Adam goes out and finds out that it is actually someone named Julian, who happens to be Adam's foster brother from 5 years ago that he hasn't seen. So it's about the two of them reconnecting, and apparently Julian is acting strangely because there are things that he's been hiding, things that are going on at his home, and it sounds really sad, but everybody seems to love it. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this one. And then also, I just wanted to show you, it's actually like super pretty too without the cover on. I think that you can see it. So it's like a navy blue, and then it still has like stars all over the place, and I love it. Definitely looking forward to this one as well. Then I also want to read The Princess Diarist by Carrie Fisher. This one's gonna be probably pretty sad. I mean, it'll be like exciting and entertaining and fun to read, but also sad because obviously we lost Carrie Fisher last year, which is really upsetting. But I saw and loved Rogue One, and I'm like forever in my life on a Star Wars kick. Just after everything that happened, I just really want to read her book. She has a bunch of books out, but this is the most recent one that she published before she passed away. So I've really wanted to read this, and I'm really looking forward to getting into it. I know she talks a lot about like the filming of Star Wars in here, so I think this will be something just really like exciting for me personally because I am such a huge Star Wars fan. Then I want to read Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I keep hearing about this book, and like the more that I hear people talk about it, the more and more I just really want to read it for myself. So it is about a guy who, I believe the last thing that he remembers is like he gets attacked from behind by someone, and they ask him if he's happy with his current life. And then he wakes up and he is like chained down or something like that, and he wakes up in a world where everything that he knows is different. Like he's not married to his wife from the other world, he doesn't have the same job, like it's just his entire life is completely different. And then the book is kind of about him trying to figure out which reality is the real reality. And I don't really want to know any more about it than that because this is like an exciting type thriller sci-fi novel. So sometimes it's more fun to go into those a little bit more blind because I don't want to be expecting anything that's going to be coming. But I've just heard like a lot of people talk about it recently, especially on podcasts that I listen to. So it's really like keeps being pushed to like the forefront of my mind. So I feel like I need to read it. as soon as I can. The next book on my list is Up to This Point by Jennifer Longo. This is a contemporary story about a girl named Harper and her best friend Kate. The two of them have always dreamed of becoming ballerinas their whole lives, and I think they both like the same guy, but by some happenstance, they end up going to Antarctica. I believe Harper kind of lies her way in. But also, Harper happens to be the descendant of a famous explorer who died on his way to the South Pole. So I believe that this is just kind of like a novel about self-discovery, about like figuring out who you are and what you want. And I figured that winter is a really good time to read it since it's cold and snowy outside, so why not read about Antarctica? So those are the current books that I have on my TBR for February. I have no doubt that I will be reading a lot more than those, but those are the 5 that I want to get to the most. And then the February book of the month for the Spines with Wines book club is going to be Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which I have already read, which is why it's not on my TBR, although I wouldn't mind rereading it because it was like that good. But I did a review for that already, so I'll leave a link to that down below, but I really do want to go more in depth and talk about it in a very spoilery way because it was just so good. So yeah, you can look out for that. Once we have a date, I'll keep you posted again. We've been a little bit better about scheduling them, but not where we need to be, so sorry. So let me know if you've read any of the books that I currently have on my TBR, or let me know any of the books that you're excited to read in February, and I will talk to you guys soon in a new video. Bye!